Population. This topic is taken from the chapter of organism and population. In the topic of population, we are going to study about population attributes. So first of all, before understanding about population attributes, we should understand what is population. So basically, population is number of individuals of same species living in one area, or we can say one place. Number of individuals living in one area of same species such as species of humans, rats, etc. For example, population of human beings as well as the population of rat is an example for population. So basically, population is the number of individual of same species such as humans living in only one area is known as population. Now we have perfectly understood what is population. It's time to understand what is population attributes, how it deals with ecology, right? So basically, when we come to study about population attribute, basically there are some attributes which are not present in an individual but they are present in a population. So what is attribute? Attribute means it is one type of a quality. It is a quality which is not present in the individual but it is present only in the group of a population. So let us understand this clearly. What is population attributes? So we take two things. One is individual and another one is population. When we talk about individual, there are two main important terms, that is birth and death, right? Birth of the individual and death of the individual. But when we talk about the population, there is birth rate per capita births and death rate per capita deaths, right? This is the difference, having a difference between individual and a population. Individual has birth and death, whereas population has birth rate and death rate. So due to these difference, there exist population attributes, which is a quality. Okay. What is population? It is a group of similar individuals living in a geographical area, sharing similar resources and capable of interbreeding. So simple. Number of individual of having same species living in a one area where they share their resources such as water, food, etc. and they are capable of interbreeding, means they are capable of producing offspring, means they are of a same species, so they can share their living resources and as well as capable of interbreeding. As I said earlier, population has certain attributes where individual do not possess. Individual has birth and death, whereas population has birth rate per capita births and death rate per capita deaths, right? So population has certain attributes that are birth rate per capita births, death rate per capita deaths. We will understand each of. Let us understand these both the terms very clearly as it is very important. So let us first understand birth rate per capita births. Take for example, there are 20 lotus plant. In the next year, there are 8 new lotus plant. Okay. Earlier there were 20 lotus plant. After a year there were 8 new plants. So now the birth rate will be 8 by 20. Okay, which is equal to 0.4. This is equal to 0.4. So this is the 0.4 offspring per lotus per year, right? 8 is birth rate and 0.4% of offspring per lotus per year have been produced. Let us now understand about death rate per capita deaths. Okay. Here, let us think there are 40 bacteria. Okay, 40 bacteria in which 4 are very, very weak. So after some time, due to weakness, 4 of them die, right? So what is death rate now? So death rate is 4 by 40, which is equal to 0.1. Okay, 0.1 individual per bacteria per week. So So 4 is death rate. Sex ratio. What is sex ratio? Ratio of number of males to females in a population. It is the ratio of number of males to the females. Number of males divided by females gives the sex ratio. This is the method to find out the sex ratio. Okay. Age distribution. A population can be composed of individuals of different age group. Yes. What is population? As I said earlier, it is a group of individuals living in an area of same species. When we talk about human population, only we talk about human species, right? Homo sapiens. This is what takes place in the population. Only we talk about the individual of same species. So basically a population consists of individual of different age groups. What is age group? 3 different age groups. One is post-reproductive, reproductive age group, and pre-reproductive. Post means after the reproduction. Reproductive means reproductive stage. Pre-reproduction means before the reproduction. These are the 3 different age groups an individual have. Age distribution plot for a given population is given by age pyramid. Distribution of age is given by the age pyramid. We will understand what is age pyramid, how it works. The structure of the age pyramid determines the growth status of the population, whether it is growing, stable, or declining. So this is the pyramid. This pyramid says whether the population is growing or decreasing, or whether it is same. So in this pyramid, population is gradually expanding. So in the pre-reproductive stage, it is very medium, right? High. Reproductive stage, it is also medium, normal. But in a post-reproductive stage, it is decreasing, right? It is expanding in this way. In pyramid, stable pyramid, we see that pre-reproductive stage and reproductive stage are almost stable, whereas post-reproductive stage is very less, declining. In this declining stage, we find that this is gradually declining. Pre-reproductive stage and reproductive stage are gradually declining. Population size, more technically, is referred to as population density N, which indicates the number of individuals inhabiting a particular niche. Basically, population size, we commonly call it as a population density. Population density is denoted by N. This mainly helps in counting the number of individuals. Size, we commonly call it as a population density. It is means number of individuals present per unit area. Very simple. We can find out population density of a habitat by determining the population size. There are different methods as well as ways to find out the population size. For example, by the total number. Total number, we can find out the population density. In this method, the total number of organisms in the population is counted. Then, if the population is huge, then relative density is measured instead of absolute density, whose measurement is time consuming. So in the population size, that is population density, number of people were used to count, right? When the population is very huge, then it is difficult to find out the number of people. Then it becomes very difficult to calculate the number of individual. So this is the another method called as relative density. So in this method, relative density of the population is taken into the account rather than counting the total number of people. Understand relative density in a very easy way. So number of fish caught per trap gives the measure of the total population density in the given water body. So how many fishes trap in the trap mainly gives the total population density. So this method is very much time consuming as well as very helpful.